Hello. It's been it's like 1 week since I did a recording. It's because I'm homeless. I'm homeless again. So that's why I'm trying to do a recording. I'm back on the street again, homeless. So I wanna tell you the reason why I'm on the street and why I'm homeless and what happened. Um, I have 2 kids, right? I have 2 kids. I gave birth to two kids. 2021 was hectic for me. I actually carried 2 pregnancies in 2021, and I had 2 kids. I had Derek, boy. I have Queen, girl. So I gave birth to Derek in February 2021, 25th of February 2021. And then I gave birth to Queen in October 16, 2021 through C-section. Okay, so I'm homeless again, back on the street. So I want to explain why I'm homeless and why I'm on the street. Okay, since when I gave birth to Derek, right, and we got discharged, we came to the house. I took in right away. I didn't even know I was pregnant. I just took in. You know how men are like, and the man I have is just like a bully who doesn't understand, because since he kind of like provides, he's the one paying the rent. If you refuse sex now, maybe he's gonna kick you out. And I'm not married to him. I don't even have a ring on my finger, so that's why he treats me anyhow. So I'm not married to him, or I don't even have a ring on my finger. It's not like it's my fiance, or he promised to get married to me. He hasn't promised to get married to me. He hasn't like put a ring on my finger. I'm not like engaged to this man. It's just like I have 2 kids for this man, so I'm just kind of attached to my kid because I have 2 children for him, but I'm not married to the man. I don't have a ring on my finger, so that's why he treats me like that. So I want to say I got pregnant right away, and since I just gave birth to Queen, to Derek, I think my body was like too tired to carry the next pregnancy. So that's why she came out early. She was 7 months early. She came out early. 7 months. She wasn't full term. She wasn't 9 months like Derek. She was C-section. So once I carried that pregnancy, I think Queen was supposed to be due in November or December, around December. Let me say she was supposed to be due in December, but she came in October through C-section. So around October, the dad quit his job around September like that. He didn't even tell me he quit his job. He just sat in the house for 1 month, not going to work. And then after he have stayed like almost 3 weeks in the house, I'm like, this is strange. He works every day, but he's been in the house for 3 weeks and he's not telling me nothing. So I asked him one morning. I woke up one morning. I asked him, what's going on? You haven't gone to work for like 3 weeks. What happened? You haven't gone to work for 3 weeks. What's going on? Are you on vacation? He's like, no. I'm like, what happened? He said, I quit my job. I'm like, you quit your job? So you could not even tell me you quit your job. Like, we partners. I'm supposed to know everything going on in your life. Like, I have 2 children for you. We partner. You're supposed to tell me. Why you quit your job? You didn't tell me. He just stayed quiet, didn't say nothing. I'm like, that's not fair. You've been in the house for almost a month. I have to ask you and you have to tell me you quit your job. I'm just like, okay, let me leave it. But I know he's like getting money from stimulus check, okay? Because when we were in the shelter, he had stimulus check. That's what was sustaining us in the shelter, in the convention center, where I met him. I met him on the street. And And when I met him on the street, it was so different from when we moved in the apartment. So he had stimulus check going on that was sustaining us. So we go get a room clean, come back and come. He had a stimulus check, and he asked me to apply for stimulus check while we're on the convention. I applied for the stimulus check. I never had it. Even up to now, I still don't have stimulus check. And I think that's what everybody's having here now in America, because the coronavirus, right, spreading everywhere. The virus is like limited. It's like limiting people from having jobs. Like so many people are out of jobs, like me. Like I've been out of job, like I don't know now, 3, 4, 5 years now since I left Boston. I've been out of job. So what is keeping everybody in America is the stimulus check. So he had stimulus check and he asked me to apply for mine. I applied, you understand? They didn't give it to me. They gave me an address, Steelport, to go check it. I had gone to Steelport. I never had none. And then when we have an apartment, I thought when I go to the apartment, my check gonna come in the apartment. Still no check. But he had stimulus check going on. He's still receiving his stimulus check. He had it. $1,000 every month. He's been paid $1,000 stimulus check every month. He had $1,000 stimulus check. That check afford our apartment. You understand? That stimulus check can really literally pay for that apartment. So I don't know why he just packed everything in the apartment and moved up to his mama's house while you have stimulus check and you choose to let me stay on the street. You choose to let your children be homeless. When you have stimulus check going on for you, apart from the job you have stimulus check. They pay you every month $1,000 for that stimulus check. I tried. I could not get mine. If I had a stimulus check, I'll be giving it to you. I'll be paying for that house. You understand? You saw me, you watched me. You the one that forced me to even go do it. But you saw it. Nothing came. We went to the apartment. Nothing. Up to now, I still not getting no stimulus check. But you have stimulus check. You have $1,000 coming in for your stimulus check. Talk like we have 2 kids. We have a boy and a girl. We have children's support, welfare service for children. At least every month, those children should be having $5,000 coming in for welfare service for children. But I'm not going to talk about that because that's not what I think I would explain in my other videos about why I'm homeless, the discrimination. It's just kind of something like you've been attacked spiritually. Like if you don't have the mark of the beast on your forehead, they're not going to give you a house. They're not going to give you nothing because you don't have the mark of the beast. Yeah, something like that. So I know it's spiritually. I'm spiritually attacked because I don't have the mark of the beast, the 666. So if you don't have the mark of the beast, they won't help you. They won't give you no money. They won't give you no housing. They won't give you nothing. But I already talked about that. But what I want to talk is why I'm back on the street again. Okay. So I stayed in the hospital in NICU for 2 months after giving birth because she was early. 7 months. She weighed 3 pounds when she was born. So she was so little. So they were like, they're going to keep her in the NICU for 2 months. I stayed with her in the NICU for 2 months because I was trying to keep her warm. All that time, the dad abandoned me in the hospital. I didn't say nothing. I'm just like, maybe he's with our other son, Derek, because he just came and said, oh, they got us kicked out from the apartment. We'll have 24 hours to leave the apartment. I'm like, they don't do stuff like that in America. They don't do stuff like that. If they want to evict you in America, they give you 3 months to 6 months that you guys are evicted, right? Or even a month to get evicted. And then you came the very day you say we have 24 hours to get evicted in our apartment. I'm pregnant with my child, Queen. Queen was 7 months that day. So that stress kind of put my child in labor. That's why I kind of went into forced labor and I gave birth to a C-section because the stress was so too much. You came the very day and said we have 24 hours to evict this building, 24 hours with a pregnant lady. Where is a pregnant lady gonna go with the pregnant belly? And then we have a son, Derek, 10-month-old son, Derek. So where's Derek gonna go? Where's me, the pregnant lady, gonna go? So I'm like, this is not normal. He asked me to go right to the shelter. You understand? First of all, he was like, we're gonna go to your mom's house. I'm not going to there's no room in your mom's house. He said we're gonna sleep in your mom's floor. I refused. He asked me to go to the shelter till he gets a place. He asked me to go to the shelter till he finds a place. I wish I went. I'm like, okay, where is my son gonna be? He says Derek is gonna be with his mom. Derek gonna be sleeping with his mom, and he's gonna stay over in his mom's house. 2 bedroom, and we don't have we have no room, nothing for us. Ladies sleep on the couch in the living room. And he asked me to go live in the shelter while we are apart. Like, you kicking me and saying let me go to the shelter. Why you and Derek going to your mom's house? Like, you treat me like shit. Okay, I took my stuff, I took everything, my delivering stuff, everything. Pregnant at that time, I was 7 months old in October, because I think she was supposed to be due in November. Stressed, I'm all over the street in Texas looking for shelter. I went to the Union shelter. They refused me. They asked me I'm not gonna come in without a corona vaccine shot. I should go to a hospital, I get a vaccine shot from the hospital, and I bring it to them. Then they're gonna let me in. I told them I'm really stressed, I'm in labor, I'm really in pain. They say no, I have to go to the hospital and get a vaccine shot before I come here. I left. They refused me in. I went to other shelters. They refused me. So I kind of went into forced labor. I started contracting. And the Sparkland Hospital close by, just when I checked myself in. Before you know, that very night I gave birth around 11 p.m. to a baby girl, Queen, via C-section. And then, once I gave birth, it was on Saturday around 11 p.m. I gave birth to Queen Saturday. And they said, do you want to call his dad? I'm like, fine, I'll call his dad. That's his baby. Although he treats me like shit, I'll never want to take my children away from their dad, because I don't want nobody taking my children away from me, because that's my gift, that's my labor, that's my everything. But you threatening me to take my children away from me, that's wrong. But I'll never take my children away from you, although you treat me like shit. So I gave birth on Saturday. I said I'm gonna rest and I'm gonna call his dad on Monday to tell him I've given birth. Didn't have connection. He cut off my phone, because everything he's the one paying. Everything he's the one paying, the full house bill, paying my phone. He's the one doing everything. So he cut off my phone, so I could not even connect with him. I could not call him to tell. I tried. I called other people out of town to tell them if they can see him on Facebook, anyway, to tell him I've given birth, because there's no way I can connect him, because he cut my phone off. They tried, they could not. So I have to go on Facebook through his mama's page, and I just text him and say, hey Frank, I've given birth, and I'm in the hospital, in the Parkland hospital, and I gave birth to a girl, so that mom can see it and tell him. So I told him. He called right away, and then he came the next day and went back. Okay, I stayed in the hospital for like 2 months. I stayed in the hospital for like 2 months, and he only came like 3 times to visit the baby in the NICU. I just let it. I was mad. Each time he come, no food, nothing. The nurses were the one like taking good care of me. Like, the nurses will give me like gift card, I go get breakfast. Give me gift card, I go get lunch. The nurses will the one taking care of me. Once a week, I go get showered, because it's a hospital. So I cannot let everything slide because at least I have child with this man. But still, the man treat me like shit. Like I don't know what I've done to you. I don't know what I've done to deserve all this wickedness. I don't know what I've done to deserve all this meanness. After kicking me forcefully on the street, I went forced labor and I have to give birth. You still treat me like this. I really don't know what I've done to you. You know, but I'm just staying just because I have a child with you that I want to take care of my child. To make things worse, to make things worse, they came December 22nd. They said, wait, it was on Wednesday. The nurses, the doctor came and said, okay, Cloud, you'll be discharged today. You're going home. Okay. I went to the cafeteria. I went to eat. By the time I came back, his dad was, Queen's dad was in the NICU already packing Queen's stuff. I'm like, oh, we're getting discharged today. They say, yeah, we're getting discharged today.
She's like, hey girls, did you get your car this morning? Well, I was gonna meet her down there. She called me. She's like,
packed everything that day. Everything was packed. He didn't tell me where we're going to. I thought it's been like 3 months now. I think he could have had a job. He could have got some money. You understand? You can't put like baby mama on the street and 2 children. You can't put them homeless. Like I know those 2 children have benefit. Like this is America, they have child care. Like $5,000 should be coming for those children. You have stimulus check already that you were getting ever since we were on the street. You were being paid $1,200 for stimulus check. That house can pay their stimulus check plus the extra money you work in. I didn't ask you to get me pregnant. You understand? I didn't ask you to get me pregnant. If you get me pregnant, so you have to be able to take care of me and you have to be able to take care of the baby. And I told you, forget about me. Don't even take care of me because you treat me like trash. You understand? You treat me like shit. Forget about me. Make sure you provide for your child. Because I didn't ask you to bring this child into the world for the child to suffer. Make sure you take care of that baby. Do you understand? But it doesn't provide nothing. No diaper, no bed, no clothes. Everything I do for that child. But you put me on the street. So we got discharged. I thought he has gained back our apartment, everything, or a new apartment, understand? Because in 3 months I stayed in the hospital. I didn't have nowhere to go. I'm like, I'm just gonna stay here for 3 months. Maybe by the time we got discharged, we have a place to go, understand? But to my greatest shock, there was no place to go to. Like when we came, I stood outside, wait for him, took the baby. He's like, come, let's go. I thought we going home to our house. I entered the car, drive, went to the house. He takes me to his mom's house. Again, after there's no room in your mom's house, there's no bathroom around, nothing. I don't even get along with your mom. Your mom treat me like trash. When I was pregnant with my son Derek, your mom took a knife, wanted to stab me with a knife. But she holding my child. That's risky. You are holding the child that you almost stabbed me with a knife when I was pregnant. Understand? Went. I'm like, am I staying in your mom's house? He said, yeah, we stay in mom. I'm like, I thought you have find a place that is like there's no place, blah blah blah. We're gonna stay here till I get a place. I went. I thought it was even a brand new house for us. He said, go riding, go riding. I went riding. It's like, go, so you sleep there. You know, I just took Derek. I carried my son Derek. You understand? We played. I played with Derek. I played with him like almost 2 to 3 hours. He still did not like recognize me because you know he's a still young baby, but he knows the feeling. After 3 hours of carrying Derek and playing with him, something hit him that's mama, that's mom. I've been I was in the hospital for 2 months without Derek. I've not seen him for 2 months. So immediately he looked at me. Something hit him that is his mom. That's my mom. That's mama. He cried. He just burst into tears. He started crying. I tried to calm him down. He won't stop. I'm like, I'm sorry. I was in the hospital. I gave birth to your sister, Queen. He cried. He won't let me calm him down. He just hold me. You know how since I gave birth to Derek, I never put him down on his bed, never sleep on no bed. Derek sleeps on top of me all the time. On the time, I always hug him. He always, the thing he didn't want me to put him down. Queen was also there crying. Little Queen, 2 months. I'm like, I don't know which one to carry. Am I gonna carry Queen or am I gonna carry Derek? Derek wanna go down on me. Derek, 10 months. You the big brother. Can I carry your baby sister Queen? No, Derek won't let me because I haven't seen Derek for like 2 months. My God. He held me, he cried, he cried, he cried, he cried, he cried, he cried. He won't stop. I beg. I'm like, I'm sorry, Queen. Derek, I left the house because we got evicted and I went to the street and I got contracted and I was in the hospital. I had a C-section. I have a baby girl now. We home now. Derek won't listen. He was just crying and crying on top of me. Cry and went to sleep. He slept for like 3-4 hours. He woke up. He looked at me again. He's like, this is mommy. This is mom. He bursted in tears again. He cried again. He cried again. He cried again. He cried and cried and cried. I begged. He just keep crying on top of me. He won't let me pull him down. I tried, no, he just hugged me and was crying. Tried and then fell asleep. Slept. And then the dad came around late when he closed work because he got back his job. He came and then I was trying to clean the room. I thought it was a new apartment for us, but there was a lady there. I thought, oh, maybe somebody moved out. Maybe that's the mom's living the other room, and then this is our room, you know. So I thought, in my mind, I thought that's the mom's room, and then we on this other room, but we don't have no room. So I was like, okay, maybe there's a mama, so I'll just avoid her and I'll just stay me in the room. And I'm trying to clean the room that he brought me in thinking it's our room. I'm trying to clean everything. Everything was a mess. He came. He was like, no, don't do too much. Don't. I'm like, what do you mean don't do? Everywhere is a mess. These people that left did not clean. He said, no, this is my mom's room. I'm like, do you mean you bringing me in your mom's room? What am I doing in your mom's room? It's like, no, we just trying to avoid the street blood. I'm like, what am I doing in your mom's room? You put me in your mom's room. What am I doing in your mom's room? I thought the other room there is your mom's room. I thought your mom is in the other room. He was like, no, that's my mom's roommate. That's my mom's roommate. That's my mom's friend. That's my mom's roommate. That's my mom's friend. This other room is my mom's room. And then why you ask me to come move in your mom's room? And I started cleaning and trashing, thinking it's our own room. It's like, no. I'm like, okay, where are we gonna stay? It's like, we're gonna live in the couch in the living room on the floor. I'm like, you crazy? Are you serious? I just took all my stuff. I'm like, why you fair bring me your mom's room knowing it's your mom's room? Am I gonna be sleeping with your mom? You know, it's like, no, I'm just bringing you for a time being till we get a place. I just carried all my things, carried my baby, took everything. I just sat on that couch. I slept one night. You know, I said I was just letting you want to sleep there because my mom is out of town. But when she come back from town, we might leave and we'll be staying there before we get a place. That's why I let you stay there. I'm like, no, it's not right. I just sleep in the living couch. I'm like, this is horrible. Okay, to cut short, I was ready to take any rubbish, right? I was ready to like stay there till he get a place because I have a 2-month-old daughter, right? Little baby. I have Derek that he misses me. He has cried until, and I misses my son. So I was just laying in the car. I'm like, I'm just gonna take any nonsense. And you work that money, well, like he's gonna get his first paycheck, and they're gonna get a place for us. To make things work, I slept that night, played with Derek. I missed him for 2 months. Had played with Queen, and then the next day it was the 23rd. The next day, 23rd, the mom came back out of town. She came back the night around 7 p.m. She was knocking the door like Frank was taking a bath. My boyfriend's name is Frank. He was taking a bath. He was taking a shower in the bathroom. Somebody was knocking the door. I'm like, I'm not gonna open the door. This is not my house. I don't know who is on the door, who is knocking. No, I don't want no trouble. I don't even wanna be here. You know, the person was knocking so hard. I'm not gonna open it till Frank take a bath and come and go open that door. She knock. It's the mom. She opened the door. The minute she opened that door, she saw me. She like, why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you in my house? Why? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? What are you in my hairs? She don't even have teeth. Her mouth are all. Her mouth, there's no teeth in her mouth. 7-year-old lady who wanna be ratchet, who wanna do drama. I'm like, lady, you need to behave yourself or I'm gonna smack you. I don't care if you're old, you understand? Just behave yourself. I'm gonna smack the piece out of you. I don't care if you're old. Do you understand? If you're old, you need to behave yourself. If you don't behave yourself, I'm gonna smack you. I don't care if you old or not old. Because if old, you have to behave like an old lady. Do you understand? Don't be behaving like a ratchet fool. What are you doing here? 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 What are you doing there? What are you doing here? What are you doing in my house? Now look at it awful. You just come drama. You know this lady, this is your boyfriend's girlfriend. She just had a baby through C-section. And you come, you seen a brand new baby. And you claim you love your grandchildren. And you carrying the baby right now in the house. You understand? You seen the brand new child just the first day we get discharged from the hospital. You don't even need to talk to me. You can go talk to your son that don't want to see that lady. Tell her to get out of my house. You don't need to confront me. If you have a message for me, you can actually pass the message to your son, and I'll get the message. Do you understand? What are you doing here? What are you doing here? Why are you here? Why are you here? The whole house was down on fire with a brand new baby. I just came from the hospital with me with a C-section trying to heal. This Frank came out from the bathroom, was fighting with them all. Whoa. You saw you just gonna throw her on the street. Whoa. She just came into the hospital. What? I don't want her here. I don't want her here. It's her. I love my granddaughter. I love my grandchildren. I don't like her. What are you in my house? What are you in my house? What are you doing here? What? Get out. Get out of my house. I don't want to see you here. Get out of my house. First thing tomorrow in the morning, you out of my house. That's why I'm on the street. Because his son chose to leave our apartment and choose to go stay with his mom. And now we get evicted. And now the mom come and say she don't want me in her house. Let me be gone. So she holding my child. I think she's just desperate to kick me out so that she can hold my baby. You understand? Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you in my house? Why are you in my house? Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you here? Why are you in my house? Get out. I don't want to see you in my house. Get out. First thing tomorrow in the morning, you out of my house. I'm like, what the heck? I thought you discussed this thing with your mom, Franklin. Why are you setting me up? Why are you setting me up? Why are you doing this to me? You understand? I just got discharged. This is how I get received. Is it how I get received? You know, he was fighting with the mom. I'm like, you know what? I don't want none. If this is how this gonna be hell for me, then I'm gonna leave, because she already asked me. You know, I was ready to like sit down and fight for my child. I'm like, you know, because I have to be anywhere my child goes, I have to follow. I'm like, I told her, I'm like, Mom, I'm not even, you know, we don't click. You know I don't like you. But I came right here because the hospital ordered me just to follow my child wherever he chose to go with that child. Because I have the right over my baby. I have the right to go anywhere my child is going. The hospital did that. And I told Franklin, I definitely have the right to go everywhere my baby is going and sit there and take care of my baby. I'm not here for your mom. I'm not here for nobody, even in his house. Since you choose to move out of our apartment and come live with your mom, this is how it's gonna be. But when that fighting started, she was asking me to get out. She don't want to see me. Oh, I like my grandchildren. I don't just like her. He was just to me, I'm like, I'm somebody like, I kind of like my space. I don't like drama. Like I do drama, but I don't really use my mouth. I do drama on my brain. I do drama on my brain. I can do a lot of drama in my brain and be cursing you, you know, because I would just want to be like really classy outside. I can curse her inside, but I don't want to curse her outside. Yeah, so she just asked me to leave her house. That night, I wanted to leave. Something says stay and fight for that child. But she asking me out of her house, so what am I gonna do? So I'm not welcome. Do you understand? If she really welcomed me, if she was like, you allowed to stay or didn't say nothing, do you understand? I'll be like, okay, I'm welcome, I'm allowed to stay. But now it's a house and she's telling me I'm not welcome. And then on top of that, that very day I tried to give my son a bath, Derek. His dad came around during the break time. I took my son, I'm like, I'm gonna give my child a bath. He was like, there's no bathroom for us. There's no bathroom here. I went to the other bathroom. I said, I'm gonna use the other bathroom right there. He said, that's not your bathroom. That's not your bathroom. That's the roommate's bathroom. That's my mom's friend bathroom. You're not allowed to use the bathroom. I'm like, so why do you want me to give bath to my son? Because I need to give him bath. He look like shit. My son looks very dirty. Derek he didn't look himself. I'm like, my son looks so dirty, he looks like shit. So why am I supposed to give my son a bath? He said, wash him on the sink. I'm like, Derek is a big boy. Even when he was little, I did not wash my baby on the sink. Do you understand? He's like, go wash him on the sink. Go wash him on the sink. I'm like, Derek is so big, very big boy. I cannot put Derek on the sink in the kitchen and give him a bath. I cannot do that. I just took Derek, went to the other bathroom, and I was giving by like, Clary, you cannot do that. You cannot do that. That's a roommate's bathroom. That's her friend's bathroom. I said, so we don't have a bathroom here. We don't have a bedroom. So what are we doing here in your mama's room? Since we don't have a bathroom, we don't have a bedroom. So where am I gonna be showering? Where am I gonna sleep? When you know somebody don't want you, you know. Do you understand? At this point, I'm just like, this relationship is really over because this guy don't like me and he doesn't want me, so he moved in his mama's house so that I can get out, and the mama come right away also and kick me out. You understand? So they all kicked me out and took my child. I got angry. So when she said get out, she don't want me seeing me first thing tomorrow morning. She want me out of her house. I woke up that morning. I would lie on the couch. I want to say, Frank, early in the morning, Frank was telling me, get up on that couch. You don't want my mom saying you laying down on that couch. They were just doing too much. I got up. I took my blanket. I took my stuff. I just went outside. I'm like, I don't want to strangle no more. I just went and saw a neighbor. I sat with that neighbor. He gave me a red wine. I drank the red wine. And then I saw Frank. His dad. He called me and took me to the apartment because I went to check our apartment. I went, the key has been changed. They changed the lock. So he saw me, he opened it, he like, I'm gonna beg and see if we can come back to our apartment. So he said somebody gave him the key to come back. But he said we're gonna stay there just for how many days? 3 days, and they're gonna kick us. I thought he's playing. He took it, opened the door. I thought we back in our apartment. He brought the air bed, put me there. I slept for one night, right? With my daughter Queen, who slept. The next day, he came. He told me, "Oh, they're not gonna let us stay here. They're gonna kick us out, you out by Monday. So you better go apologize to my mom." So that you can come by my mom's house. I'm like, Frank, I have no apology for your mom. Your mom, you didn't hear, she's the one that kicked me out. She came and asked me why am I in her house. Why am I in her house? And let me get out of her house. So what do I have to apologize to her? What did I do? She's the same one who came in her house and do so much, trying to stab me with a knife while I was pregnant with Derek. What do I have to apologize to your mom after she's the one that wronged me? I'm like, Frank, I will never apologize to your mom, okay? I will never. If you think you want me to apologize to your mom, sorry. I will never apologize to your mom because I don't know what I've done to her. She's the one that came after being discharged from a hospital, she came asked me out of her house. So what do I have to apologize to your mother? I said, no, you just have to, both of you have to apologize. She has to apologize. You have to apologize. I'm like, I'm never gonna apologize to your mom. I'll never do that. He just kicked me. It's like, okay, get out of this house. Get out. Go. If you want to be on this, go. Get out. Just close the door. Get out. I was angry. I just went on the street. I took all my belongings, took all my things, and went on the street. You know? I went back to the house angry. I took stones. I was hitting the window of the kitchen, hitting the door because I was so angry. He came out. He want to strangle me. He brought the sister Randa, the ratchet sister. She held me like this. She almost strangled me. Her sister, you bringing your sister. What business does your sister have to do all this? This business between me and you. Your mom she doesn't have to be involved in any stuff. These people's privacy relationship. Your mom has to be out of our relationship. Your sister have to be out of the relationship. Everybody have to be out. This is a relationship matter, not, you understand? Are you telling your sister to strangle me? You brought your sister and she held me like that. Somebody just had a